your lack of sleep making you really grumpy and annoyed with everything in your life? Well, you're not alone. So a lot of people that are over 50 struggle with sleep hygiene. And sleep hygiene is the way that we set ourselves up to go to sleep. So more often than not, people will fall asleep in front of the TV into a deep sleep in the evening. But when they will go to get up to go take themselves to bed, they get into bed and then they find they cannot possibly go back to sleep. And they lay there for hours going, oh, what's going on? My monkey mind has taken over. My chitter chatter is gone into hyperdrive and I can't shut it off. And literally it takes hours to finally wind down and then they go off to sleep. That's one scenario. The second scenario that I find my clients tell me that they struggle with is that they go to bed at a good reasonable hour, but they wake up at 1, 2, 3 in the morning and they literally cannot get back to sleep because, again, their brain goes into hyperdrive, their chitter chatter goes on, they can't stop it or shut it off, and it drives them crazy and they lay there for hours trying to get back to sleep. And the more they try, the worse it gets. So is this a scenario that affects you? It certainly has affected me. Now I wake up, to pee or I hear a noise, and then I myself have issues getting back to sleep. So what I do and what I'd like to share with you now is what I have used that really is very, very effective. So why should you believe me? Well, I'm Gabrielle Targett from Empowering You, and I have assisted hundreds of clients with sleep issues through hypnosis, through meditation, and through understanding some skills and techniques that perhaps you haven't thought about. So up there on the list is, first and foremost, don't fight it. Okay, you've got to go with the flow. Okay, acknowledge, all right, I can't get back to sleep. Maybe you need to get yourself up. Maybe you need to take yourself somewhere and pull out a journal and start journal writing what's going on for you, or what the issues are that you're worried about, that you're focusing on, you're thinking about. You can do some really good work in this space. If you are a creative person and you're perhaps like writing a book like myself, or YouTube content, or I don't know, you need to create something, this is a great time in which to pull out a pad and start writing. So that can really help you to slow your brain down and to focus your mind on things that are really important to you. Secondly to that, maybe pull out a book. If you're not wanting to be creative, but you want to calm your mind down, slow it down, create some focus, pull out a book and start reading. Because sooner or later, your mind can get very, very tired and you start to get sleepy. And if you don't, that's okay. Keep reading until you do slow down. I find also listening to an audio book, a book where the voice is very monotone with the person reading, that starts to calm you down and slow your mind down and you go off to sleep. Next to that would be listening to meditations or hypnosis scripts on YouTube. So choose one that appeals to you with the tone, the intonation, the voice, and see where you go with that. If you don't find the right one, sometimes it will keep you more awake, but you have to find one that really starts to lull you into that beautiful sleepy state and bring your oxytocin up and your endorphins and lower the perhaps adrenaline that you've got on board from the hyperactivity. Next, I want to say, if you are an active person, maybe you want to get out of bed and actually do some stretching and some movement. Try doing the 7 fundamental movements of the human body and do them in a repetitive way. That can really help as well. And then lastly, I'm going to suggest that you take a bath. So put a candle on, some bath salts, and give yourself some time. Maybe your body is just craving some downtime, some time for you to nurture you, and to go gently and slow that mind and body down and have a good connection. So maybe try those things, because they have previously worked with a lot of my clients and myself included. So I come from having used these techniques myself that are tested and proven. So give it a go. You can't really mess up, can you? Give them a go. And if you have enjoyed this content and you'd like some more tips on health, wellness and fitness, mental health, how to stay positive, how to show up with vitality and good mojo and really live your best life, put a comment down below, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, as I'm going to be releasing lots of different and interesting clips, YouTube clips, in which to really empower you and so you can step up and be your best self. So I hope this has been great content for you, and perhaps I have given you some techniques that perhaps you hadn't thought of before. And I wish that in your next 24-hour cycle, you have the most amazing sleep. And if you do wake up, give them a try. Bye for now.